Hi everyone, this is Driftwood speaking. I'm going to be on my own today. I'm not joined by Blim and I'm not joined by Dafton. They're busy with work, and I'm taking a bit of time to show you Desperados 3. We have another review for you. It's a short one as usual. It's a short verdict, but it's a very good game, very solid game. I'm not the one in charge. I was not the one in charge of the review, but I did play the game quite a lot too, because I was sent a PC review code. As you can see, I completed the first 2 chapters of the game, so that's about 12 missions total. I've been told there were maybe 16 missions, so I'm close to the end, I would say. And it took me about 24 hours to do the first 12 missions, because I'm a newcomer to the genre, so I can say I'm a very good player. I'm playing in normal mode, and I'm going to show you not just the last area you could see in the demo, which is still available on GOG.com, on Galaxy rather, and I'm going to skip the cutscenes. This is something you can see for yourself if you have a PC. I don't think there's a demo on consoles, and I'm on PC, but I'm playing with a gamepad, and the reason is because I was pleasantly surprised to see that it's been very well crafted, that it's very comfortable to play with a gamepad, and I did not expect such a game to be like that, honestly. So I'm going to lure the guy there, switch player, and hide him here. Then I'm going to select them both by holding the RB button and then pressing X. See that everything is becomes very natural very quickly. So by just pressing RB, I can change the leader, which again is very convenient. So I'm just going to take Hector here, who's that big hulky guy who's very, very strong and who can lure his enemies, well, some of the enemies, because some enemies cannot be lured. And it's a very, very deep and interesting game to play. Again, I'm discovering the genre. So I'm no expert, but Cryo Akira is. At least he is compared to me, and he thinks it's an amazing game. I mean, if you're stubborn enough to go past the challenges that it's bound to give you. So this is the area you can play in the demo. It's actually, it lets you believe that you can play the first 3 missions, the first one being the tutorial, really. So Hector's the big guy, so he can kill the long coats with a melee attack, and the others can't. So which means for Cooper to take down a guy like that would require him to shoot him down once, and then to have either him or someone else come and hit the long coat while he's on his knees, which again is going to make some passages more complicated, because you don't always have all the characters you want in your team. So here it's 2, sometimes it's 3, 4, 5, I think maximum, if I'm not mistaken. You can actually see that on the upper right corner of the screen that there are actually 5 different slots. One thing about the controls, very quickly, with the gamepad again, is the right stick. You can turn around the characters like this, like in any games, really. You can zoom in or out, but if you hold RT, you can then use the right thumbstick to move around the map, and when you see something of interest, you can just stop and then use the right stick to move around and zoom, and if you want to go back to the character, then you reset the camera and you're back. And it's very easy, like I said, very comfortable to play like this, and it's very, very nice. So here, because it's a safe area, because there are civilians, so not everything is banned for you. You can learn valuable information by listening to some people, which is very easy to spot, because they all have an integration mark above their heads. And then they give you information, much like in a Hitman game, because, well, really, Desperados, it's really a stealth game, and you're asked to take down enemies and, well, specific targets all the time. And sometimes, or I would say more often than not, you can get rid of them by simply, well, faking an accident, which doesn't trigger the alarm. And it's very important, because when the alarm is triggered, there's a good chance you're going to die in the process. So it's really not Gears tactics. So I'm going to use my knife, but I could have stealth killed him with my knife without throwing it. There's a cooldown, so I cannot use my, I cannot throw my knife 2 times in a row. But it's overall it's not too difficult. I'm just gonna keep with him for now. So I could carry the bodies to hide them. You can see that there's a circle around me indicating that I'm making noise, but as long as an enemy is not in the circle, I mean, they're not going to be able to hear me. Now obviously they could see me, which is why you can you have to use okay, well, this I was going to say. So if you hold the right button of the D-pad, you can move around this interrogation mark and change the character. You want to see the cone vision, if you will, and so if you're in the green zone, you're spotted even when you're crouching. If you're in the like further away from the character, as long as you're as long as you're crouching, you're okay. So I'm going to try to do something, but I'm not sure it's going to work actually. It's always important to make sure that no one can see you. And also something important that you need to do is you need to save. So there's a I don't know how it's called now. It used to be the select button. I'm sorry, I've never really been able to remember the names of the buttons now on the Xbox One controller. But there's a you can manually save, but you can use a fast save button, and then you can also fast load, which is very, very convenient. It's loading are very short on PC. I'm not too sure about the Xbox One version. Creocure doesn't mention it in the in his review, so I reckon it's not too bad. Although I guess he'll welcome the new consoles and their SSDs when they arrive. So this is where I don't remember it being difficult when I played it, but quite obviously here I'm not sure I'm going to be able to reach the. There were fewer people, as far as I can remember. Doesn't seem to be very likely I'm going to make it, but I can try. Well, except, yeah, not sure. So this guy, yeah. Are they together? Yes, they are. What I'm going to try is I'm going to. Oh no, I can't. So no, bad idea. So let me show you the quick load. So either my memory has really become like Swiss cheese, or they have added, or maybe I by doing something else in the world, it's affected the way, because I didn't come here at first. I did other things before. So okay. So let's try something else. So obviously this is going to be harder than I thought. So I'm going to use actor, and then I'll try to show you another map, so you can see other characters also. But it's a very difficult game to show quickly, and I don't have much time because I'm supposed to record some gameplay also for, well, you guys and for the French side, like real direct capture with a high quality, and this is not something I'm going to be able to do. You see that in normal mode you're not spotted as quickly as when you play in the harder difficulty settings. So again, remember that I'm new to this. So I'm going to lure the guy here And I'm going to whistle and hide here. I'm gonna have to take down a few guys here if I really want to show you, and I'm not even sure I have the time to. Okay, well, let's leave him here. Although actually I could hide him here and maybe lure the other guy here. Oh, this is going to be a tight.
I heard that.
That was close. That was something. That was careless. Just to again to be very as fast as I could. So I'm going to switch to Cooper. I'm going to.
Check out this whorehouse. Or just building.
Yeah, it's a whorehouse.
This place reminds me of
What a good choice of mission,
lots of whorehouses
isn't it?
in Deadwood.
you know the one where they kicked me out.
That doesn't narrow it.
We're not done yet, amigo.
Just going to zoom in so you can see the game. I think the game looks really good. And I also like the atmosphere, the way the even the voice acting. The characters are actually very endearing in a way. It's a prequel, from what I've understood. So I've killed him. Note that Cooper, when he carries bodies around, he cannot. He needs to stand, which means you can be spotted by someone when trying to do that. Okay, so I'm going to need Hector because, as you see here, maybe or maybe not. There's a. Well, actually, I don't know. Probably I could try to take him down. I'm not sure. Let's try and see. I'm going to. So again, remember, be careful. Don't forget anyone. And we're going to try to take him down because I'm going to try to make it look like an accident. Though I'm not sure I can. But for that, I need. Actually, I don't need the. Yeah, I need the room to be empty. So I need to get rid of him. So can I? Yeah, I can kill him. So then you can hide the body. It's not like in Hitman, so there's a woman coming, so I should leave. I could have actually I could have hidden in the wardrobe. That would have been okay. And you could put as many bodies as you like inside. It's not like in Hitman where you know once there's one body, then you have to pick another place. So let's jump here. Jump here. Again, very easy to play. And what I'm going to try to do, so another save, do that a lot. Again, I cannot stress this enough. There are no, I mean, not that I know of, but there are no autosaves. So really it can lead to a tricky situation. So here I'm just going to wait these two guys talk together. Then I'm going to try and be very quick. Get this.
Here's a bottle. Laudanum. Take
Oh,
too much of that, it's as good as poison.
forgot
Hold on to
something
that.
important.
You say so.
Okay, I'm going to hide over there because I forgot there were guys inside. And I'm going to call Hector for help. And I'm going to save because I'm sure something's going to go wrong somehow. So I really like, to be able not to see everything, so which is why I usually doesn't zoom in that much. Even though I think, like I was saying before, that the game looks very nice. Okay, so what I want to do now, what I want to do now is not get spotted by the girl. So when you listen to the whores just on the balcony, you hear that there's I think it's laudanum in the whorehouse, and that you can use that to poison the, I think it's beer, don't remember if it's beer or something else, that our target regularly asks that girl to get for her because she's a drinker. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to do. Well, I could try and kill this guy. because I know that the sound is not going to be too loud, so it's not going to alert the other guy. Remember, it's a game, so it cannot be all realistic. I mean, there are rules, things that you can do, things that you can't do, and that's where all the fun is. So now I'm going to get rid of the guy inside the room.
I live for this.
No, you don't want to leave. So sometimes I need to stress is when you have two things you can do. Sometimes you can press RS to change. So again, probably easier, more practical with a mouse, but when you get the hang of it with a gamepad, it's very natural, and you don't really, it's no problem. So I'm going to switch to I'm going to wait. Ideally that would have been nice too, but I can show you something else. Timing is not perfect here, but that will allow me to show you that you can accelerate time, so you don't need to wait for too long. So you can see that she's back getting the beer, wine, or whatever, or whiskey. Maybe it's whiskey. Probably it was whiskey. Do you put whiskey in barrels? I don't know. So I'm going to wait until she goes upstairs.
What do you think? Whiskey for the lady?
Yeah, whiskey. Obviously it's whiskey. It's a Western. And I really like Western movies, so it reminds me of when I was a kid and would watch some of them, like the old, like this Seven Magnificent, I think it was. It was great. So and the the voice acting and everything, the like I was saying, the characters I find very endearing.
I don't know, amigo.
So I'm poisoning
Kill a
the
man,
the
you
whiskey,
look him in the eye.
and now I'm going to
When you use
hide.
that giant bear trap of yours.
And I think there's a same sort of vibe that you had, the way the characters speak and the relationship between them. It reminded me a bit of the Call of Juarez series back when it was still in the Old West, and I like that. And really, I was pleasantly surprised to see that I liked the way the characters interacted with each other. Also, I wanted to show you that you can fast forward time here. So it's not. It's a bit quicker. It's not a lot quicker, but it's a bit quicker. So you can see that it's going to work. So she gets the whiskey, but this time it's poisoned. And she's going to speak to that guy, who apparently can't remember that every 5 minutes she shows up to do the same thing and take the whiskey to that woman we need to take out. The whiskey, madam. And so now let's enjoy the scene. So obviously the people around are going to notice and react, but it's going to look like an accident, so no one is going to raise the alarm, and you're not going to be in danger of being spotted. Oh shit, unless there's a woman who arrives in the room, which is something that never happened to me before, so I had to kill an innocent. No. So hide the body. I am so sorry, miss. I never intended to kill you, but I panicked. So that's one target in this map. We're going to go back to the main menu, and I'm going to switch to another map so I can show you other characters. And even the music, it's also very, very westerny, and I like it. So mission select. So that's that mission, Eagle Falls. Every time, you need to consider that this game is like a series of puzzles inside big sort of open maps, and you reach a place and you realize, you wonder how you're going to go past all these people without getting noticed, and it's very interesting, I would say, because sometimes you feel like you're never going to make it, and you do. And that's actually very rewarding when you do, because you you feel like you've done something you at first didn't believe you could, and I like this in a game. But it requires time and patience and multiple tries and multiple deaths and things like that. So this mission introduces one of the other characters. It's Kate. Well, she's the bride here, but she's going to be part of the gang. And this again will show you that the game actually looks very, very good. I mean, for the genre, and like I said, I'm no expert, but I really like the visuals, the art, the graphics itself, and it runs very smoothly on PC. Kira didn't mention any problem with frame rate or anything with the Xbox One version, so I believe that it runs well too. He spoke of a few bugs he encountered, but that was before he could patch the game. He could download a big patch, I think. So it's not something that you should be concerned about. And it's like I said, I was just done playing The Last of Us 2, and I got hooked playing Desperados 3, even though it was not a genre that I was familiar with. I mean, I played the Mario versus the Rabbids thing on Nintendo Switch, and I enjoyed it, but it was more like XCOM than Desperados. So here she gives you clues. Usually that's what happens in the beginning. So well, we need to do that, so I need to reach this place, and we need to do that, and then you're on your own. Just do what you can. So here, obviously she's the bride, so she's not going to be in danger as long as she stays where she should be staying. So although the dog doesn't like her.
Oh, it's gonna be wonderful. Jesus. That dog hates
So let's just take the time to, even the textures and everything. Well, sometimes the rocks could look better, especially when you are in the mountains, and some of the rocks are close to the close to you, like closer to the camera. But overall, I really think it looks very, very, very good. So here I can, she can. Oh no, I forgot that there's a guard up there who actually doesn't seem to care if I crouch, but well, I wonder if I can use this. Yeah, I'm going to do that, so I can show you two things at a time. So I'm going to use this to distract him, and then, because it takes time to do certain actions, and picking up things does take time. Okay, so now I have the key to the gate here. I could also walk around everywhere.
Never could keep his eyes off of me, filthy old hound.
To explore, just simply to enjoy the scenery. That would probably not be a good idea for me to knock out anyone. I mean, for now, especially if there are witnesses. But I'm going to pass the gate.
Just some small touches. Yes.
Oh, sorry.
That's what Mayor Higgins would want.
So thankfully, I stole the key to come here, but there's still an area where I can be without having the guards becoming wary of my presence. But I need to take him out. So they give you tutorial hints in the beginning so that you are introduced to all the mechanics. And here they explain that Kate can only knock out guards. She cannot kill them, and she cannot tie them up when they're unconscious. So this is also something to take into account. Oh, sorry. No. What did I do? Oh yeah, mission failed. Press to load, except the last time I loaded was when I was in my other mission. So yeah, you don't even get an autosave at the beginning of a mission when you start, which I think should be added, because you forget to save
Everyone hold still, please.
So we're
First,
back
I need
here.
a key to-
I had to make one mistake. I
I
mean,
have
come
to give
on.
him one thing. The dress is beautiful.
Yeah, right. So let's make it quick.
Jesus, that dog hates me. The feeling's mutual.
She really is something.
So I'm just going to do. Oh,
I'll lift the key from her. But the guy on the balcony seems a little too fixated on her. Let's blind him a little with this perfume.
well, at least that was what I had to do. So let's blind him.
I'll take that, thank you.
So I didn't play Shadow Tactics, I think it was, and it's obviously very similar in the way it looks. It's just a different period of history in a different country, but the rest seems very similar to the videos that I saw. But Shadow Tactics was a very, very, very good game in the genre, and it's awesome that they could actually take care of the return of that Desperados franchise. So what I'm going to show you also is when you use this, when you can plan what you're going to do. Here, for example, you can decide I'm going to do that, and then you're back to normal. And again, remember, in normal it pauses the game, but in the harder difficulty settings it doesn't. And then you use Y to execute the plan. Hello, and then you can take him out.
I think you should lay.
And then because I cannot
Never gets old.
tie him up. Oops. Okay, that was
Now
close.
for a little game of hide and seek.
And I didn't save. Oh, let's save. So this is risky, but I'm still going to do it. Oh no, I should not have done that. I need to remember what I did the first time. It was quite a while back, more than 24 hours ago, in a way, literally. Okay, so there's this guy looking this way, so I need to wait until the other guy comes back so I can sneak past the other guy and get inside the room over there. Okay, let's try now.
I'm gonna have my fun with you.
This is when you'd like her to walk faster.
All right, almost there.
There you go.
And now to find these papers.
Fuck this. I got better things to do.
So short
Must be here
cutscene,
somewhere.
and then it's going to switch to
Oh,
back to Cooper. But I'm going to show you another mission, or the beginning of another mission, introducing another character, so that you get to see as many things as possible.
Frank, so you found my office.
You should keep your friends waiting, Higgins.
Well, sorry about that. The wedding, you understand.
Of course.
There's the food, the decorations, the blast.
Let's get this done. I got a train to catch.
Of course. Just give me a moment. Did I hear correctly that there was trouble in
So Flaxton was
yesterday?
where we were in the previous mission I showed you. So
I
that's
can
the
imagine
mess I
Mr.
caused
Fitz
by
isn't
killing
too
all
happy
those
about
people
that.
who actually worked
If it isn't
for this guy,
I
the
wonder
tall
if
guy,
he'd want you to leave things unfinished here.
who's
Or is there something more important in New Orleans?
who's obviously a very important character in the story,
maybe you should just get back to
because
your
that's
work,
the
Higgins.
man Cooper is after.
Maybe you're right. Wouldn't want the bride to get nervous.
I'm going to,
Well, she has every
to
reason.
show you everything. Oh no,
Pardon?
actually I can't show you everything,
I don't think
because
she'll
the
be happy
part
when she
that
finds out.
I would like to show you requires me maybe to reach Kate with Cooper, which might take a while. And not sure I did tell you, because it's my second try at recording this, but I need to be live streaming the game for the French side at 5. So when you watch this, and I should also be recording now videos to use them to illustrate the article, so you don't only have me speaking with terrible image quality because I'm recording with OBS. So that's a tough one. But at the same time, I'd like to show you as much as I can of the game, because I've been enjoying my time with it, and Creo, who did complete it in time to make the review, has also had a blast. So clearly it's a game you should pay attention to if you're a fan of the genre. But I would say, because I was really not into the genre before, it's also a game you can consider if you like westerns, and if what you see here you think you can like, because that's the type of game that I've never really played before, and I've had a lot of fun. And so I would say, obviously if you own a PS4, you're probably going to go for The Last of Us Part 2 next week. But if you only have a PC or an Xbox One, then clearly that's something you could pick up and play. So
Oldest trick in the book.
can't remember if okay, well, didn't save, so that's fine by me, because I'm going to go back to the menu and show you another character. I don't feel like I'm ruining the surprise or anything. So let's jump to the Mississippi, and here you see that there are all 5 characters. Although technically most of the mission you're not going to be all 5. So I'm going to skip the cutscenes, not because story is so important. Like I said, it's not that the story is incredibly engaging. It's more like the characters and everything, and the way they interact with each other, and just the overall atmosphere that I like. So here I'm playing Charlotte, who's a voodoo witch, and this is really cool because she can do cool stuff. So what she can do, although when she does, it's going to cost her a small portion of her life, is she can take control of the enemies. Now, as you can see, she can only do it 3 times, and it's not like ammo you can fill up by finding, safes or chests. I would say not safes, chests in the world. But for her, you're not going to be able to refill anything. So, which means you need to use them wisely. You can kill people. So here it's going to be like an accident again. Oh, shoot. But if they see you do something you shouldn't be doing, like pointing a gun at some other enemies, then obviously it's...
Oh shit! This is wild.
You know what I should have done? I'm going to save anyway. Is I could have killed 2 guys with the accident thing, but well.
All riled up in that little cage.
So I'm waiting for the right opportunity. So you cannot like stealth kill them, so which means if you want to kill them you need to shoot them, but it takes time. But then after you've killed someone, then they're... Oh! I forgot to do something. I forgot to get the keys. So let me do this again. No, here I'm gonna get the keys. There you go. I'm going to wait until I can use the keys to free Charlotte Okay. And now I'm going to kill him.
Wonder what else can we do?
Come on, get the boat ready.
So they're not coming, so
All right. Now let's head for that ledge.
I can pick him up. Oops, sorry. I can pick him up. And I'm going to hide him. Because I did kill him. The other guy was killed by one of them, so I don't think he's going to.
Now, where the hell is she? We got
Yeah, no alarm, so that's fine. But he's noticed that I'm gone. But I'm very quick. And you can see that, you know, the bodies disappeared because it's in the bushes, or if it's in water it's the same, and they get to disappear, so you're good to go. What you can do is you can also jump down to kill an enemy. I'm not sure I can do it here. That's a bit of a shame, I thought I could. Well, apparently I can't. Well, so I could just simply go. I don't need to kill her, and I don't need to kill everyone. But here, and then here you learn that you can use this. You can connect two enemies. And what happens to one happens to the other one. Which makes Charlotte, you know, like the best killer of the bunch. It doesn't make the game too easy. It makes some situations much easier than they would be without her, obviously. So here it tells you that you have a cat, because you're, you know, a voodoo witch, so you have a cat, obviously. So you can use the cat to distract people, and you can just simply go past him, or you can kill him. And you should probably not do what I did. Again. Okay, let's save. So again, here, let's use this. And then this. I know that the two guys that are down there are not going to come back, so I'm good. And I want to... Oops. Yeah, I want to come here, because that's my objective.
So, let's see what's happening over there.
And I'm going to skip this, so you don't, so you're not, you know, you can't keep the surprise. I'm going to connect them both. I'm going to use my cat so I can distract him and kill him, which will kill his friend down there. Usually when I play is, even though you don't need it because I don't think they can be found by anyone, but I do take the time to hide the bodies because I'm that kind of player. I don't want things to be messy. So here it's a bit trickier because you have a guard up there, you have one here, there's another one here, there's someone coming back here. It's always about observation. I'm not doing it a lot because I know the areas, and it's usually the beginning of the missions, so I don't need to plan much, you know, so many things. But again, it's very important that you pay attention and you take the time to plan what you want to do, and you don't forget to save the game as often as you can. Oops, sorry. It's true. Forgot. Okay, let's try. Yes. So there's something that I can use. You can also, by pressing the left stick, see everything that's of use. So the hiding places, where you can climb, the things you can use. Although here it was made very visible. So, oh, another accident. Such a shame. Let's hide here. I have the time, I'm sure I do. Well, it shouldn't be spotted. Oh yeah, he was considered to be in the bushes, but usually when they're lying down and they're far enough, they're not going to be seen anyway. Again, it's a video game. It's not it's not supposed to be realistic in every possible way, or that would make stealth close to impossible. So I want to get rid of that guy up there. I could climb actually, but that would make me visible when that guy over there comes to see his friend here. Well, since I'm not going to play all the mission, what I could do is I could use him. Oh, maybe that was not such a good idea because I'm in the open, so I'm going to be seen, I think. Oh, it's too far away. So there's this, you know, you can't leave like the circle area, but still have more than enough time to. So let's kill him. But I'm going to be killed before. Yes, yes. See? But that's fine.
Not much I can do.
Oh, sorry. So back to her. Might want to hide actually. Oh no. Oh well. This is just going to do things a bit differently. So same thing, just going to control him.
Deep breath. I'm spent. Take some Jimson.
I'm going to be a bit more careful maybe, because again I didn't take the time to check my surroundings, and yes, there was a guy over there. I'm going to wait until he comes back. I'm going to kill this guy because he's a pain. Oh yeah, there's another one. See, you need to be very, very, very careful with what you do, because that's how you get spotted. So anyway, there's still another one out. Okay, so I'm going to, yeah, I want to know exactly what he's seeing. I could use my cat actually. No, too late. I'm going to use my cat anyway. I'm sure that's the best way to approach him. Okay, that's the one who spotted me before. I'm going to be patient because, yeah, you see that the guy crossing the bridge is back, and he spotted the dead body, but because I didn't kill him, he's not going to raise the alarm. But is, you know, still going to be wary and suspicious and try to understand what happened. He should ask his friend, or his friend should tell him, I guess, but it's not likely he's going to do it, so I'm going to wait until he goes back to his normal routine so I can take down the guy next to me. And then I think that'll be it, really. I haven't shown you the difficult parts of the game that I've seen, but that would have taken much time. New Orleans is very nice, but it's also a hell of a place to cross stealthily, I would say. Oh, actually, see, I can see. There was something that I didn't quite remember. I'm going to be spotted, and this is how you play very badly.
I got you now.
So now, when the alarm's raised, it's basically don't stand a chance. I can kill 2 people. Yeah, I killed 2 just for the fun of it, but I failed. So which now means now I'm back here But okay, let's try to do it very quickly. It's not a game you want to rush, and it's certainly not the best timing for me to be showing you this, but I hope that what you've seen here allowed you to understand what the game is about if you really don't know anything about it, and if you do see that it's a very good episode, that it's really a game that you want to play if you like the genre, and it's even a game that you could be enjoying a lot even if you don't like the genre. So been a bit quicker than before. What I can do is I can try, can I? No, it's too far. So let's save again. They give you the number of saves you did at the end of a mission, which usually isn't too good for me. It's like way too much. Okay, never mind. That was careless. I'm going to do this. Oh, and that was careless too. Which shows you that as long as you save, actually, you can do many things. There you go. And something you can do with Charlotte is you can swim also. So which means you don't get to be able to swim with all the characters. McCoy, for example, cannot swim. But again, it allows you to reach certain places more easily and to attack the problem from different angles. So I think that's it for me. It was a quick presentation of Desperados 3. It's a game we, GSY, recommend to all the fans of the genre, to the fans of the series too. It's a great return. It's great that Mimimi Games have been in charge of the game. It's very nice to also see that even when you're not particularly attracted by the genre, you can have a lot of fun, even though it can be frustrating at times, because it can be very, very difficult and challenging. And then there's the Baron that also gives you more challenges, because every mission can be played with. Because when you play a mission for the first time, you don't know the different challenges, and when you complete it, you realize, okay, I did none of the challenges, or maybe I did something that I unlocked one of the challenges, but then you know all the things you can do. I can actually show you very quickly in the mission select menu. Like here, for example, in Flagstone, the first mission, there are badges, and you unlock the badges when you complete the challenge. So here in the train area that I didn't show you very much, you cannot kill or knock out anyone. And believe me, I mean, it must be possible, but I didn't find a way to do it. You can't touch any bushes or haystacks, which also is very difficult because that's where you hide usually. It doesn't mean you need to do them in just one try. Okay, you can just say, okay, I'm playing the mission and trying not to touch any bushes or haystacks, and then I'll play it again, and I'll try not to kill or knock out anyone in the train track area. But yeah, it's a fun way to replay the mission and to add more difficulty to, and also to tackle things a bit differently, because you have to. But other than that, you also have what is called the challenges itself, and here I only have one. It's the Baron's challenges, where he sends you on a map you've already seen, but you don't have to. It's not like you have to play the same mission again. It's the same area, but it's you have. It's just like in Hitman, where it's the same map but you have different targets. So it's the same thing in this mission, this challenge. You also cannot use, you need to use the environment to kill your targets, and you cannot kill anyone else but your target. So that makes it more like even more of a puzzle than the actual game. So yeah, again, I mean, I hope that's how it feels, but I've enjoyed the game a lot, and I think it's definitely a game you should check out. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope it was interesting enough, and I will see you next time, hopefully very soon. And until then, take very good care of yourselves.